Mike! Just filmed a first training session for the YouTube at the new headquarters, Body Station in Halifax. With moving house, a business opportunity arose to change locations for personal training, and from a business perspective, it was a no-brainer. So yeah, we made the move. Wanted to film the session. I've been especially the deeper we get into prep, the less motivated I am to film for YouTube, because to be honest, obviously I've not been doing it very long at all. Quality of the videos are hopefully improving, and just getting a little bit more comfortable with it. Today I thought, yeah, I'm all on, bang up for it. We'll get microphone on, I'll talk through the session as I'm going. I don't know where my microphone's. I think I took them home the other day. So just film the session anyway. I'll do a voiceover type of vibe. Maybe do my little talking head in the corner of the video. I'll try and make that a little bit better. But these videos are just gonna look the same. I want to do them a little bit different each time, but I guess I'm just not imaginative enough, or my memory's not good enough to remember my microphones to make them any different. But we move. Currently, I am just over 3 weeks out. Oh my god! 3 weeks out from first show, 6 weeks out from the second. Just do some posing, then I'll get them shots up, show where the current physique is at. Yeah, feeling a little bit classic, you know what I mean? Getting there. Still a lot of work to be done, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. As per the last video, I mentioned obviously I've asked Josh for some help, as in using a coach, and I think that decision couldn't have come at a better time. My head's been all over the shop in terms of body dysmorphia, really. The other day, woke up, looked at my physique. Stay still. Crying out loud. Yesterday, woke up, thought, I look awesome. This is the leanest I've been all prep. Look absolutely amazing. 2 hours later, thought, I look fat. A couple of hours after that, I was training legs. Legs looked absolutely diced. Not absolutely diced, but looked very lean. Quite lean. Kind of lean. Could see some veins. It's just the mind games of prep. So, like I say, the decision to use Josh to take the reins couldn't have come at a better time. Send him shots of my physique. He makes the decisions. He's going to take me to stage. Yeah, like I said, it takes the pressure off me as well. It takes the stress factor away. I'm just going to do the do. He can make the plan, I'll execute it. We'll step on stage, have a bit of fun. Exciting times. Post-workout cardio done as well there. Little cheeky 25 minutes on Stairmaster. Absolutely drenched in sweat. But it feels nice. Feels like you're working then, I suppose, doesn't it? Burning some calories. Torching that fat. Yeah, gonna head home, have a bath, because I don't know, again, might be mind games, don't know how evident it is, but my quads are absolutely battered. The DOMS is unreal. The leg session that Josh programmed for me, halfway through I messaged him and I said, okay, so I've just come to the realisation that I have been training like a wet lettuce for this entire off season. Different gravy that session, and yeah, like I say, the DOMS is unreal. I can hardly, sore to the touch, can hardly walk downstairs, can hardly bend my legs. So I'm gonna go home, even though I hate baths. I'm gonna have a bath, nice hot bath, try and alleviate some of these DOMS. I'll sit in some stretches for a little bit and just try and ease this pain, because it hurts. I'm going to try and get a nap in as well, because I'm back in work tonight as well until like 9. It's going to be and I was in at 6, in about 5:45 to do my, get some morning steps in. It's going to be a long ass day. But yeah, I'm waffling now. Hope all is well with everyone. Coming to the back end of prep. having some fun with it. Things are getting hard, but driven, motivated. Get me on that stage. So here is the shoulder and tricep session as programmed by Josh Bogdani. As I was waffling away there, you'll have seen me doing some standing dumbbell side lateral raises in a really good connection on there. Just focusing on technique, really nice and strict, and just squeezing out as wide as I can to the side. And then moved on to some shoulder press, something that I'm not big on since having reconstructive surgery on my shoulder about 3 years ago. 3 years ago in March it was. It's not something it's something I've not really got along with for a while, but throw it in there on occasion. And when I do it, I do enjoy it. It's just giving me little niggles through the shoulder, so it ain't great, but it grows delts. It has its purpose at times. So yeah. Moving on here, we're onto a cable reverse fly. I'm using the cuffs. I do really like this. I line the cable up just slightly higher than shoulder height, and that just enables me to sort of match the angle or the natural angle at which your rear delt aligns and wants to work. And then here we have a behind the back cable side lateral raise. So this was the first session I did of this block, and I decided to use a cuff, which since doing it again and using a D handle, the D handle is far superior. The cuff was sliding around a little bit, obviously wasn't able to grip it the same as I would a D handle. So yeah, from here, D handle will be used every single time. It's so much better. Able to get a nice connection. If you notice, I'm leaning out to one side and then stabilising with that hand against the cable. And then moving on to a single arm tricep extension, something I've not done for a while. Like I say, Josh has thrown that into the programming, and I am very happy about that. It's a really nice movement. Like I say, get a very good connection with the tricep. And actually, I took a couple of videos and posted them onto my Instagram here. The tricep was looking rather naughty. A little bit of vascularity coming through. And a decent pump as well. Very, very impressed. Very pleasantly surprised at the pump from this session. And then here moving on to a machine tricep dip. Now, this machine it felt nice on the triceps, but trying to get a decent load through it, with the only sort of additional stability being this foot pad at the bottom, it's not quite enough to weigh down. What I would like to see from it is a belt, or essentially I could have just grabbed someone to push down on my legs to hold me in place, or put a plate on my knees, but the connection with the tricep itself was decent on this, and like I say, able to move an alright load. It wasn't too bad. And then just here hit it from a different angle. Like I say, able to get a decent connection with the triceps. So working it a little bit more in that shortened position. And then moving on here, lastly to working the tricep in a lengthened position. An overhead rope tricep extension. I like to do this seated with a bit of a back support, but as you can see from the angle of the cable, it's not on. It's not the best. That bicep preacher machine is fixed in, so ideally I would have liked to push that right up against the cable. So in the session since, I adjust it standing, but what I think I'll do is grab a sort of right angled bench, one that I can obviously get a deep stretch through and allow for a full range of motion, which will be much better. And as you can see here, I am working some integrated length and partials, so I'm essentially going for a full and a half rep per rep. Here onto a little bit of posing. Don't know why I hit the most random stiff front double there, but yeah, starting to see some nice some new lines coming through in the physique. Upper body is just so difficult to see condition because of my tattoos. We are hoping that with a little bit of dream tan, allows us to see a little bit more of that upper body conditioning. But essentially, this left leg of mine is what we have to go off in terms of seeing condition. But yeah, waking up every couple of days, seeing some new lines, seeing a little bit more condition pull through, running that a little bit flatter. Things are getting exciting. And then just really focusing on my mandatories this year. The first show, I was more obsessed with my actual posing routine, and obviously understanding more about bodybuilding now. Posing routine don't matter. It don't mean shit, to be honest. I'm fairly happy where they're at. There's still plenty of work to be done. There's a hell of a lot more body fat that needs to come off. So it's just a case of getting my head down, get working. But drilling through the mandatories, spending a little bit more time in there, making it become second nature, to be honest. Still a lot of tweaks to be made in the poses as my physique is changing. It would be the case for everyone. In off season, a certain pose in a certain position might look awesome, but as the body fat and overall mass comes off, it may reveal that a slight variation, a slight tweak, or a complete mix-up in the pose itself is what's needed.
Let me take you on a little journey. I'm going to try my best to hold this as steady as possible, but we'll see. Also, the reason I'm so out of breath is, one, I'm unfit, even though I'm in prep and doing cardio. Two, it's very hilly around here. That's my excuse. So I thought I'd just explain or create a little timeline explain a bit more in depth as to why I'm calling this the Redemption series. Essentially, the first show was just an absolute flop. And I get first shows never going to go exactly how you want, or it's probably unlikely. From talking to a lot of guys who competed, most lads will, I guess most competitors will over diet, come in looking stringy, looking way skinnier, or skinnier than you expected. Throughout the prep, I knew from the start I was never going to be walking on stage looking like C-bum or anything like that. But throughout prep, a lot of people saying to me, how sort of well you're going to be doing. My coach at the time sort of posting me to his story, being like, I might look at Luke first time, they're gonna cause a bit of a stir or something like that, along the lines of that. So I think the expectations that I had from the beginning were very high, and obviously you do it because you want to do well. You want to win, don't you? How it ended up looking in the end, we decided my best physique, best look was about the 6 weeks out mark. And then from there is my physique just deteriorated, like heavily. And again, like I said, I know I wasn't going to be walking on stage looking massive, but I think I had a bit of decent amount of muscle to me. And then when I competed, I just looked scrawny. It was, if I'm being honest, quite embarrassing. Like I say, you go to win. I remember being stood at the side of the stage with the lads in the first call out, doing their sort of comparison poses. I remember just standing there being like, well, what a waste of 18 weeks this prep has been. I'm genuinely gutted. Probably about 8 weeks out, did a posing event with a guy you may have seen on Instagram called Pose by Fair. He hosts these, essentially like a mock show. So you'll get decent stage setup, lighting, etc. I think it's mainly for people who haven't competed before or just want a bit of a sharpen up before they do step on again or first time. Sort of run you through what the judges will be expecting, your mandatory poses, things like that. Takes you sort of backstage, gives a bit of advice on what to do in terms of getting a pump, things like that. An amazing event. I did that event at around £195, and while I wasn't super conditioned, appropriate stage condition, the look that I had there I would have been much happier with than how I did end up looking. And then again, context, when I stepped on stage I was 164 pounds on the day. Realistically, I think for that first show I should have stepped on realistically around the 180 mark. Like I say, pretty damn well conditioned. But I was, a hell of a lot lighter, a hell of a lot skinnier. And to me, lost a lot of muscle. So obviously don't want to make that mistake this time, and I think that's where I've maybe been a little bit too slow and steady. Trying to keep that fullness throughout. I was only going to do it the one time. Set myself a little challenge, show, sort of a bucket list kind of thing. Show my clients, what I can do if I work hard, and if they wanted to achieve something similar, they can do it. But I'm not having the only time or the only pictures or evidence of me being on stage looking like that. Like, I know for a fact I can look better. I should have looked better. I did look better prior to competing, but that's how I looked when I stepped on stage. That's what I have to, that's the look I have to beat. Everyone says it. As long as you can beat the previous you on stage, then, that's the win. But that is genuinely how I'm going into this show, or these next shows. Is I know for a fact I'm going to look a hell of a lot better. I'm going to blow the old me out of the water, so to speak. I'm just going to have some fun with it. Like, I have genuinely no expectations when it comes to placing, winning, anything like that. I'm just going to, like I say, it's the fact of me going, looking better, doing better, and showing off the physique that I'll be proud of. So like, this last few weeks are going to be a push, because I do need to drop more body fat, and probably do need to run a little bit flatter. But obviously Josh is in charge, Josh knows what he's doing. I'm feeling a little bit flatter today, but like I said, woke up noticeably leaner. So it's just a case of, let's dig, let's work now. If that means running flat, well, it will mean running flat, and then we'll feed up. But again, the utmost confidence in Josh. Just got to do what I need to do now. And we'll smash it. So just out wandering through the woods, rather than like a little loop, I'm gonna nip down to Tesco's, grab some chicken, sort out these last bits of food, and then we head over to Manchester.